Is Milwaukee about to demand the impossible? We're talking about a trade price so astronomical that it could completely demolish any team brave enough to pursue the Greek freak. The basketball gods have just delivered some absolutely shocking intel from inside NBA front offices, and what I'm about to reveal will make every Raptors fan question whether this dream chase has turned into our worst nightmare. The most devastating trade demands in recent NBA history are about to be exposed, and I'm talking about requirements that go beyond what any team should sacrifice, even for a two-time MVP. Stick around because I'm about to break down why the pursuit of our franchise's white whale might cost us everything we've built. What's up, Raptors Nation? Quick Court coming in hot with another deep dive for all you basketball junkies out there. Hope you're all crushing it today, rocking that red and black, and ready to get your trade analysis fixed. How exactly does a potential franchise-altering move turn from dream scenario into absolute nightmare fuel? Drop your predictions down in the comments right now, because I've been studying these reports and connecting dots that nobody is talking about yet. Seriously, stick around until the end because I'm about to break down a trade demand pattern that will absolutely blow your mind about what Milwaukee is really asking for. Before we dive into these earth-shattering reports, if you're not already part of our growing Quick Court family, smash that subscribe button right now and hit the notification bell. We're building the most passionate Raptors community on YouTube, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. We've got multiple major developments in the ongoing saga that has consumed our franchise for years. The pursuit of Greek freak himself. But I need to tell you something that's got me genuinely worried about what this could mean for our beloved roster. The situation has evolved dramatically. For the first time in his career, the two-time MVP is genuinely open-minded about whether Milwaukee is still his best fit or if his future lies elsewhere. We're not talking about typical trade rumors anymore. This is real, concrete movement happening behind the scenes. Chris Haynes revealed that Milwaukee scheduled a crucial meeting this week that could determine the entire organization's future. But here's where things get absolutely wild and frankly terrifying for us as Raptors fans. According to Eric Pincus, several agents at the recent NBA Combine in Chicago believe our target will actually direct Milwaukee to send him to a preferred destination. Think about what this means. The closer he gets to his contract's end, the more power he has to eliminate other suitors from the conversation. Now, you might think this sounds fantastic for Toronto, right? We've heard Rich Paul directly name the Raptors as a potential destination. Those underground reports from Scooby suggest we're on his short list of preferred teams. If he's forcing his way to specific destinations, that eliminates competition from teams like Brooklyn, San Antonio, Houston, and Oklahoma City. All franchises loaded with young talent and draft capital that could outbid us in an open market. What do you think about this leverage play? Are you optimistic that we could actually land him without facing bidding wars against teams with deeper asset pools? But here comes the absolutely brutal reality check that has me losing sleep. The Athletic's Milwaukee beat reporter dropped a bombshell that should terrify every single person wearing red and black. Their general manager is apparently planning to go for blood in any potential trade. We're talking about completely gutting whatever team dares to pursue this deal. If they can't get their ridiculous asking price, they'll simply keep him. Period. Let me paint you the nightmare scenario we're potentially looking at. We're talking about potentially sacrificing our rising star who's averaging 19 points, 7.7, rebounds, 5.8 assists, and 1.4 steals at just 23 years old. Adding our other young cornerstone putting up 21 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists at 24. Then throwing our defensive anchor contributing 14 points and 10 rebounds in his prime. Oh, and don't forget, they'll probably demand 4 first-round picks on top of all that young talent. Does this sound like highway robbery to anyone else? Let me know in the comments if you think any player, even a generational talent, is worth completely dismantling our future. Now, don't get me wrong. We're talking about acquiring a legitimate top 3 player in the NBA, someone averaging 30 points, 12 rebounds, and 6.5 assists. An absolute monster who single-handedly transforms championship conversations. Look at What Nikola Jokic did with Denver, he carried a team without multiple All-Stars to a championship. We could theoretically do the same thing, especially with our track record of developing young talent that's arguably superior to most franchises. The fit with Brandon Ingram already on our roster creates an intriguing dynamic. We'd have a legitimate second star who complements his skill set perfectly, and that piece wouldn't even be part of any trade package. The foundation would already exist for immediate contention. But here's my biggest concern, and I want your honest opinion on this. Remember our blockbuster trade for Kawhi Leonard? We gave up our franchise cornerstone plus a promising young center and a future pick. That deal worked out because Kawhi's value was artificially suppressed due to injury concerns and his behavior in San Antonio. This situation is completely different. We're talking about a healthy superstar with multiple years left on his contract. Are you willing to sacrifice our entire young core and future draft capital for this pursuit? Even knowing it's an Eastern Conference rival who might demand extra compensation specifically because we've had their number in recent playoff matchups. Here's what keeps me up at night thinking about this scenario. Our current foundation has incredible potential. We've built something special through smart drafting, player development, and strategic acquisitions. The defensive combination alone would be absolutely suffocating. Nobody would score on that front court combination. But is that worth mortgaging literally everything we've accumulated? Masai Ujiri has an exceptional track record as a negotiator. He's pulled off brilliant moves throughout his tenure, making savvy decisions that maximize value while minimizing risk. I trust his judgment in high-stakes negotiations more than almost any executive in the league. But even the most skilled negotiator has limits when facing a front office determined to extract maximum value from a generational talent. The reality is that Milwaukee holds all the leverage here. They're not desperate to move him. They can afford to wait, set astronomical asking prices, and force interested teams into bidding wars that benefit nobody except the Bucks. This isn't a situation where we can find creative ways to reduce the cost. They're reportedly willing to keep him if they don't get their outrageous demands met. What's your breaking point? At what cost does this dream become too expensive, even for a player of this caliber? I've been covering this story for years. This channel was literally built on following this exact pursuit. We've been waiting since 2020 for this moment to potentially arrive. The thought of finally seeing him in our colors leading our franchise back to championship contention is absolutely incredible to imagine. But I'm starting to wonder if the price has become too steep. If we're talking about 4 first-round picks plus multiple young stars plus additional roster pieces, are we creating a situation where we mortgage our future for a 2 or 3 year championship window? Is that sustainable for long-term success? The comparison to our championship run keeps coming back to me. That trade worked because we kept most of our supporting cast intact while adding a final piece. This potential deal would be the complete opposite. We'd be starting from scratch with one superstar and hoping everything else falls into place around him. I want to hear your thoughts on this entire situation. Are you still all in on this pursuit, regardless of cost? Or are you starting to have the same concerns I'm developing about what this could mean for our franchise's future? Let me know in the comments section below because this conversation is far from over. Before you go, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're building something special here with the most passionate Raptors community. On YouTube, hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest breakdowns of everything happening in our organization. The next few weeks are going to be absolutely crucial for determining our franchise's direction for the next decade. Whether this dream becomes reality or remains forever out of reach might depend on how far we're willing to go in these negotiations. Thanks for watching, Raptors Nation. I'm signing off, but I'll be back with more updates as this story continues. To develop, keep wearing that red and black with pride.